What's it like to work in Western Australia in the heat? Wow, I tell you. So I just mowed this lawn behind. It's about the size of a football field. It's absolutely exhausting. It's only about 25 degrees at the moment, but the humidity is just like, oh man. As you can see from my face, I'm just dripping with sweat. My top is soaking. I've literally been here 40 minutes and I'm absolutely cooking. So I'll just show you the view from the office window here. Yeah, so this is the view from the office window this morning. So this is the Swan River. Nice and quiet this morning. You can see the bridge over there going into Maylands. Make a nice painting, I would. Yeah, so this lawn is huge. So it's taken me 40 minutes to mow this. I don't know if it looks bigger on camera. Smaller, I mean. So anyway, guys, as I wipe my face because I'm absolutely dripping again. Mosquitoes are really bad too sometimes, especially in these areas right next to the river. But if you're ever thinking of coming to Australia to live, or even for a working holiday, you got to prepare yourself. Especially like certain parts of the country are hotter than others, but Perth, just the last 10 years has been unbelievably hot. Got watching neighbours are watching me here. Yeah, Perth it's gone from a dry heat to a humid type of heat. It's almost like Singapore these days. It's changed a bit. But, this week it's been pretty hot. Like Monday it was 40 degrees. Now that wasn't too bad to work in because it's a dry heat. So it's almost like having a hairdryer blown in your face on low, and you don't really sweat. And then yesterday was pretty bad. Yesterday it was about 32, 33, but it was already 30 degrees by 8 o'clock, so I was absolutely dripping by 8 o'clock. And today's the same. So yeah, one mistake you make sometimes, you got to drink a lot of water and drink some hydrolytes. Always have a hydrolyte or something with you. I see a lot of gardeners and landscapers drinking Coca-Cola all the time, and it's not good for you, man, especially when you're in this type of heat. But yeah, whew. You gotta take the hydrolytes, and oh, you bugger, mosquito, I can hear them buzzing in my ear. They make this high-pitched whining sound. There's a lot of them around this area, especially by the river. But yeah, you got to keep hydrated. I know places like Queensland is a lot more humid than this year because it's tropical, especially if you're doing farm work up the top there. To get your extra unit. Bloody mosquitoes. Nothing neighbours. Back it off, man. They just want to leave me alone. Yeah. So between the heat, the sweating and the mosquitoes, it's fun. Nah, it's a good job. How can you open all day, every day? And like I said, you get to look at this, things like this all day. Complete nature. There's probably a few bull sharks in there somewhere. And usually down by the casino, which is not far from here. But so I'm in Maylands at the moment, so we're right by the Swan River, just up the road from the city. The stadium's just down over there actually. Can't see it from here, but well, actually you can. Is that a stadium? Oh, no, I think it's a tower block. Yeah, so working in Perth in Australia in the summer is hard. So if you're from England or Wales or Scotland or one of the colder climates, prepare yourself, because you got to work hard and you'll sweat hard. So I'm just gonna snip this lawn now behind me, and then I gotta go mow the front and back lawns, and then I got some hedge trimming to do and some tree clipping, and yeah, a full day of this. It's gonna be a fun day today. Hopefully we'll get a breeze coming in about 10, 11 o'clock, and then it'll cool it down a little bit. But yeah, so especially if you're doing farm work up in the north, you want to really prepare yourself for that, because that is brutal, that work up there. And anything physical is hard in the heat. I've had guys working with me who were in the army, and well, actually the last guy who worked with me was in the army, and he just turned to me after the second day of doing this. The first day he was okay, but the second day the muscles ache, but then they started getting hot. And he turned around to me and he goes, "I don't know how you do it." This is a guy that fought in some of the Middle East countries as well. He goes to me, "I don't know how you do it. Just the heat all the time and just sweating all day and the physicality of it." And so yeah, it's hard work in Australia in summer. I need an office job. Aircon. Anyway, we'll carry on. Whew, that was a hot and sweaty day. So I'm home now, and yeah, I lasted until around 12:30, and the humidity was just intense. By the time I headed home, my shirt was just like a wet rag. My trousers, pants, as Australians call them, soaking wet. Everything was just wet. And one thing you gotta do when you work outside in Australia, especially in the summer, you gotta make sure you're always hydrated. And as you seen from the video earlier, I was actually covered from head to toe. So the UV is so high here that you've got to keep yourself covered. So I'll wear long pants, long shirt. I'll usually wear a dust mask because there's usually a lot of dust. So all this part of my face is covered as well with the dust mask, and my sunnies, and then a big floppy hat. So that makes you probably 10 degrees hotter. Doesn't help. And then you got your boots obviously, and socks and everything else. But you got to do it. There's so many older guys I come across now that tell me about, oh, you got to be careful with the sun and everything. And I've had all these skin cancers cut out of my face. I was actually talking to an old lawn mowing guy the other day, and he was showing me some of the bits he'd had cut out of his arms and his head, and oh my God, I tell you. Yeah, so you got to keep yourself covered. Even when I'm at the beach, I usually sit under the umbrella, the sun umbrella or the skin cancer tent, whatever. You always got to slip, slop, slap, as Australia says, or sun cream, slip, slop, slap on any exposed skin. And like I said, you just got to keep hydrated. Coca-Cola is no good. No soft drinks are going to help you when you're dehydrated. I always find that Powerades, sometimes when I'm feeling really flagged, I might drink a Powerade. I don't like drinking them, but they actually help me more than hydrolytes, to be honest with you. Well, that's what I find anyway. But yeah, there's a lot of sugar in them, so try not to drink too many of those. And like I said, every climate in Australia is different. Like, usually WA is a very dry heat, but the last 10 years or so it's been a mix. It's been like a very hot, dry heat, and then we'll have a few days where the dew point is over 19, which is muggy. Sometimes it can be right up into the 20s, so it's exhausting, absolutely exhausting. It doesn't get any easier as you get older either. Yeah, so thankfully it's only 3 or 4 months where it's like this. The rest of the time it's okay, it's manageable. But this time of the year, we could have 3 months, 4 months of where it could be anything between 30 and 45. So yeah, so you got to prepare yourself if you are coming out over here. And yeah, to be honest with you, you're better off trying to find something inside if you don't think you can manage it, because it's tough. You got to be pretty. Well, I'm not going to say I'm pretty tough, but you got to be pretty tough to work in this heat and work. Like, there's a lot of people who do outside work, but they don't actually do that much physical work. But when you're doing hard physical work, it's hard. So yeah, so that's what it's like working in Australia outside. It's I hope that's made you think about it if you come in. So next video, AC/DC.